My name is Greg Foreman with the G4 Report, a black conservative perspective, aka a liberal's worst nightmare. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share my video, okay? I'm trying to grow my channel. I need your help. If you agree with what I'm saying, please subscribe, like, and comment on my video. Every little bit helps. All right, let's get it. All right, so the House has approved legislation Saturday to allocate $25 billion to the U.S. Postal Service and ban operational changes that have slowed mail service around the country. All right, so the bill passed 257 to 150. However, the GOP Senate is probably not going to vote on it, and that means that it's not even going to get to the president's desk, in which if it did, I think Trump would definitely veto it as well. The reason why I want to talk about this is because the hypocrisy and this sleazy, sliming, cunning Democrats, man. Like, Nancy Pelosi is literally like the most sleaziest politician I've ever seen in my life, man. So if you guys recall, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, they've been debating the stimulus checks, right, in the next stimulus package. Now, the stimulus package is in a stalemate because the Democrats want to pass one big bill at one time and come out and say, hey guys, we passed all this and we're heroes. And the Republicans are saying, hey, you know, there's some things that we disagree upon here. Let's pass the things that we agree upon and let's continue to negotiate other things. And the Democrats are saying, no, we're not going to do that. So essentially, I think the first 2 weeks, it didn't really go anywhere, right? Even though they all agreed on the stimulus checks, and then they all went on vacation. So now that the post office is in trouble, now all of a sudden it's an emergency for the Democrats to come back to the negotiating table and to try to get something passed. And see, this is the type of hypocrisy that really pisses me off about Democrats, right? It's like, so when the American people are suffering through a pandemic that largely you help propagate and push, right? And shutdowns that you helped push, jobs that you help these people lose, Democrats, you don't care about trying to help those people, right? But when it comes to saving your job, when it comes to mail-in voting, aka election fraud, all of a sudden it's a national emergency. Y'all got to come back and y'all actually do some work. So you're willing to work for yourself. You're willing to work for your own job. You're willing to work for your own paycheck, but you're not willing to work for the paycheck of the American people, right? And my thing about mail-in voting is this. I'm not necessarily super opposed to the option, but it shouldn't be one of those things where we're making that a huge priority, because at the end of the day, if you can go out and protest in the street, you can go vote. You can go vote in person, right? Like what's I don't understand what the hypocrisy is. It's like anything that has to do with passing their agenda, Corona is all of a sudden non-existent. It doesn't matter. Or Corona is the worst thing in the world when it fits their narrative, right? So when it comes to mail-in voting, you gotta have mail-in voting because Corona, it's too dangerous to go vote, to sit in line and vote. Like, what? I mean, you wear a mask, right? Just like you guys have been advocating for, and you stand in line in an orderly fashion, social distance, and vote. Everything that you guys have been advocating for. But when it comes to these protests, that's 100% acceptable, right? You can go out and protest in person, but you can't vote in person. This is the type of stuff that the Democrats are up to, man. And it's just like, it just really pisses me off, man. Like, it just really makes me upset because people are suffering out here, man. You know, we've shut down businesses across this country. We've put entrepreneurs out of jobs. Small business owners, mom and pop shops have lost their livelihoods and their businesses because of these policies and these shutdowns that these Democrats have led. They've shut down business and told business owners that they can't feed their families, but people can go and protest in the streets over a lie. Police brutality is not a top 10 issue in the black community. Is police brutality an issue? Yes, but is it an issue worth protesting in the streets and destroying small business over? No, it's not. And this whole narrative of victimization has been pushed on black people to be used as a tool for the Democrats to get their political agenda accomplished. And you see it, they're using you. They're saying, hey, y'all go out there and y'all protest. Y'all go out there and y'all protest. Y'all make it look like this country is being ran into the ground, and then we're going to blame it on Trump, right? Everything is being blamed on Trump. And the thing is, when Trump, President Trump goes out there and he says, you know what, since you guys aren't going to do anything, since y'all aren't coming to the negotiating table, I'm going to pass my own little stimulus. I'm going to cut payroll tax, and I'm going to try to extend unemployment. Oh, that's illegal. The president can't do that. So now all of a sudden, when the president tries to go out his way to unilaterally help the American people, he's some type of bad guy. But they not going to sue him, though. You know why they not going to sue him? Because they know if they sue Trump, essentially, they can just say, well, you trying to take money out of American people's pockets? You don't want people to get unemployment? You don't want people to get more money in their pocket from payroll tax cut? See, and this is the type of switcheroo that they do. They're good at deception. They're good at the art of trying to make it seem like they're for the little guy when they're really only out for themselves. And this post office thing is just a blatant example of just the hypocrisy that the Democrats exhibit on a day-to-day basis. They're not even trying to hide it. They came back to work for the post office, but they refused to come to the table to pass a stimulus to give you a little measly $1,200 relief from the shutdown that they helped cause. But when their jobs was on the line, when they said, oh, people might not be able to vote for us, I might lose my job, all of a sudden, it's a national emergency. I got to get to work. And don't get me wrong, my opinion is this: none of these politicians, Republican or Democrat, should really be getting paid right now until the American people are back to work, or to the very least, to this next stimulus package is passed. None of them should get paid. Trump, really, I'm critical of Donald Trump because he should have made every single last one of these politicians stay in Washington. President Trump should have said, I'm garnering your wages until you guys pass something. But you can't blame him for unilaterally be like, you know what, I'm going to sign an executive order and I'm going to get some immediate help to the people. But then, again, they're going to try to paint this narrative of Trump is racist, Trump, this, that, and the other. It's like, anytime Trump does something good, he never gets credit for it. They always try to flip it in some way. That's illegal. It's crazy, man. But let me know what you guys think. What do y'all think about this mail-in voting thing, man? Do you think that it's the Democrats are basically trying to rig the election? Or do you think mail-in voting is an essential service for this election? Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.